Give me 1 milligram of epi. What's his pressure? Call CPR. What's the rhythm? Do we have a pulse? All right, let's shock. Clear. I'm here to talk to you about suspension of disbelief, monologue, soliloquy, and asides. Don't worry about the patient, he's fine. Samuel Taylor Coleridge called drama the willing suspension of disbelief for the moment, which constitutes poetic faith. When you sit in a theater, you're willingly participating in suspension of disbelief. In other words, you know what is going on stage is not real, but you choose to believe the illusion for the duration of the performance. As for asides, you're currently experiencing an aside and probably have no idea. An aside is a comment or speech made directly to the audience. It is referred to as breaking the fourth wall, as it breaks the invisible wall between the actor and the audience. Shakespeare was famous for featuring asides in his play. So were television shows such as The Office and Malcolm in the Middle. Many times, asides are used to help the audience relate to a character, give additional information, or provide a witty or sarcastic response that the character would not normally say to others. An aside is generally a shorter comment in which no one on stage can hear what is said. A soliloquy, however, is a longer speech that no other character on stage can hear what is said. It also breaks the fourth wall. It is often made so that the character's innermost thoughts or motives can be expressed. Soliloquies and asides appeared more in classic theater such as Shakespeare. However, they have made a resurgence in contemporary theater and screen. An example of a soliloquy comes from Act 2, Scene 1 of Macbeth. Macbeth hallucinates and describes to the audience what he is seeing. Throughout the soliloquy, Macbeth sees a dagger dripping with blood in front of him. He states that the vision is encouraging him to kill King Duncan. Throughout this soliloquy, Macbeth struggles with his task. At the end, he resolves his internal conflict and determines to murder the king. This is a good example of a character using a soliloquy to resolve an internal conflict so that the audience can see his motives and how he makes his choice. Like a soliloquy, a monologue is a long speech. However, it can be heard by all characters on stage. It generally reveals previous events and presents why the character chooses to act in the manner they do. One of the most well-recognized monologues of all time is that of Romeo and Juliet, Act 2, Scene 2, in which Romeo professes his love for Juliet. The monologue begins with, "But soft, what light through yon window breaks." This is when Romeo presents his innermost thoughts and how much deeply his love is for Juliet.